Good evening. This is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panos. Here's a quick update on the severe weather situation. A big bunch of thunderstorms coming up through the upstate right now. These have shown signs of trying to get strong, but we've only seen some small hail down in Fairfield County, 1 inch diameter in a couple spots. But they are producing some pretty gusty winds and some vivid cloud to ground lightning. You can see the storms moving up through central York County over into Union County, South Carolina, and up into Cherokee County. These are moving due north, but we're getting some isolated cells, one in the University area, another one in South Charlotte, and another little cluster up here in Lincoln County. And again, all these are racing to the north. I would say anywhere between 35 and 45 miles per hour. Now, we'll take a little wider view. The tornado watch was extended into the entire Charlotte metro area until 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, that was issued early to kind of give you a heads up because we're really more worried about tornadoes later tonight along this line, though I do think tornadoes will probably be a minimal threat compared to the straight line winds. There's been a big surge in straight line wind reports coming out of this line back into parts of Kentucky, all the way down into Tennessee, northern Georgia, and even all the way down to the Gulf Coast. So that whole mess is going to be here roughly between 12 a.m. and I would say about 3 in the morning. The thing that if you've been outside tonight, the dew point has shot up quite a bit. It's 65 now in Rock Hill, 72 in Lancaster. So this is very juicy air that's getting pulled northward ahead of the main line. That's going to help contribute to some of the storms flaring up. So if we take a look at the low-level winds, the 850 millibar winds we call them, those winds are starting to pick up quite a bit as well. That's something we refer to as the low-level jet. And if that stays up overnight, that can maintain overnight thunderstorm activity well after sunset. The STP values, or the significant tornado parameter, isn't nearly as high as it was earlier. Doesn't mean we can't see a quick spin up, but again, the primary threat tonight is going to end up being some straight line winds. Let me loop this just a couple of times to give you an idea. I was going to loop it a couple times. Let's go back and look at the base velocity. Let's look at this. Here we go. We'll loop this a couple of times. This will give you a better idea of where the storms are tracking from the north, or from the south to the north, at a pretty quick pace. So Gaston County, Mecklenburg County, even Lincoln County, and even now Cabarrus County getting in on the action. Be prepared for some gusty thunderstorms. Winds probably about 40 miles an hour, some small hail, and active cloud to ground lightning. So far, no warnings in our area, but if that should change, of course, we'll get them to you right on air, as well as online, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. If anything should break, we'll break back into programming, or we'll do some streaming online. Otherwise, make sure you follow me on Twitter at wxbrad, or on Facebook, and we'll talk more about this coming up tonight at 11 on NBC Charlotte.